Attention passionate Pittsburgh Steelers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Pittsburgh Steelers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Pittsburgh Steelers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Pittsburgh Steelers fans. Let's get to the news now, folks. Sit tight, because what I'm about to tell you could really shake things up for the Steelers in the upcoming offseason. Rumor has it that the Steelers are eyeing a blockbuster move, a trade for none other than Mike Evans from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Yes, you heard that right. It's all based on some serious buzz coming from Diana Rossini, who's been teasing the idea that Pittsburgh is planning to make a bold move in the offseason of 2026. And if this happens, if the Steelers pull the trigger, it could be a game changer for the franchise, not just for this season, but for many seasons to come. So, what's the scoop? Well, according to the reports, the Steelers are looking at sending a couple of mid-round picks, specifically a second-round pick in 2026 and a third-round pick in 2027, to the Buccaneers in exchange for the veteran wide receiver. Tampa Bay, currently sitting at 3-5, is in a bit of a rebuild mode after their recent struggles, especially with Baker Mayfield leading the offense. The Bucs, despite their current record, are sitting on some cap space around $18 million, which they're using to rebuild their roster, especially on defense. They're looking to get younger, shed some veteran contracts, and focus on a fresh start for the future. Trading Evans, a guy who's been such a key player in Tampa Bay's offense, makes sense for them as they shift gears. Now about Mike Evans himself, this guy's a true weapon, and he's been shining brightly in 2025. In just 8 games, he's hauled in 38 receptions for 512 yards, averaging a solid 5 yards per catch, and has scored 7 touchdowns. That's an impressive stat line, especially considering he's been battling a shoulder injury since Week 5. Despite that, Evans has been a red zone nightmare, with a target share of 42% in the red zone and a career streak of over 10 touchdowns per season, which really speaks to his consistency and ability to deliver when it counts. His PFF grade of 87.6 shows he's still playing at a high level, and his yards after catch, YAC, of 198 yards combined with an EPA, expected points added per target of 0.38 indicate he's not just a deep threat, but also a reliable chain mover. What makes this potential move even more enticing for the Steelers fans is how Evans' arrival could boost the entire offense. Currently, the Steelers' passing game has been a work in progress, with their wide receivers battling for consistency and production. Adding a veteran like Evans, who's known for his elite hands and ability to win 50-50 balls, could be the spark that elevates the offense from the current 22nd ranked yards per game to a top-tier unit. His red zone proficiency, which has already seen an increase from a 48% touchdown rate to around 65% this season, would immediately make Pittsburgh more lethal inside the 20-yard line. Imagine a quarterback like Kenny Pickett having a reliable veteran target who can physically dominate contested catches and find the end zone with regularity. Now, let's talk about how Evans would fit into the Steelers' scheme. Pittsburgh has always been a team that values tough, physical receivers, and Evans fits that mold perfectly. His 6'5" frame, combined with his ability to win contested catches, makes him an ideal red zone target. If we look at the current state of the Steelers' offense, they're a team capable of moving the ball but often struggle in the red zone. Adding Evans could turn that around swiftly, giving Kenny Pickett a go-to guy who can be trusted to come down with the ball in tight coverage. Plus, Evans' experience and leadership could be invaluable for a young core that's eager to make a playoff push and eventually contend for a Super Bowl. And speaking of the bigger picture, acquiring Evans could also be a strategic move to shake up the AFC North. The division has been competitive, with teams like Baltimore and Cincinnati boasting strong defenses and dynamic offenses. Pittsburgh, with an infusion of veteran talent, especially at a position as critical as wide receiver, could elevate their game and be a serious threat come January. A combination of Evans' playmaking ability and the Steelers' emerging defense could be a recipe for a deep playoff run. In terms of how this would impact the Super Bowl odds, the move would be a clear signal of Pittsburgh's intent to contend right now. Starting the season as underdogs at plus 1,200, the Steelers could see their odds improve significantly, maybe to around plus 700 or better, depending on how quickly they gel. Evans' presence on the field would also serve as a morale boost for the entire team, inspiring confidence and raising the floor of their offensive output. It's not just about adding a talented receiver. It's about changing the narrative, showing that Pittsburgh is serious about winning now, not just rebuilding. From a historical perspective, Steelers fans know what it's like to build around veteran receivers and make deep playoff runs. Think back to the days of Hines Ward or Antonio Brown. Having that reliable, clutch player who can carry you in big moments makes all the difference. Evans, with his proven track record, could be that X factor, especially in January when the games get tighter, and every yard and every touchdown counts even more. His experience, combined with the Steelers' solid defense and emerging offense, could be the perfect storm for a resurgence, a new era of Steelers football that's all about winning championships. Now, I know some of you might be wondering about the risks involved. Trading future picks always comes with a certain level of uncertainty, and Evans' injury history, mainly that shoulder issue, is something to keep in mind. But if he's healthy and motivated, he's still one of the best in the league at what he does. For a team like the Steelers, who are looking to capitalize on this window of opportunity, bringing in a proven veteran like Evans could be the move that pushes them over the edge. It's a gamble worth taking, especially considering the potential reward. A more explosive offense, a deeper playoff run, and maybe, just maybe, another shot at that Super Bowl trophy. In conclusion, this potential trade for Mike Evans is shaping up to be one of the most exciting stories of the offseason for Steelers fans. It's about more than just adding a talented receiver. It's about sending a message to the division, to the league, that Pittsburgh is back in the game, ready to contend at the highest level. Whether this deal materializes or not, it's a clear indication that the Steelers are thinking big and planning to push for greatness once again. And for us, fans who bleed black and gold, that's exactly the kind of news that fuels our passion, our hope, and our belief that brighter days are ahead. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Pittsburgh Steelers news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Pittsburgh Steelers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential move for Mike Evans? Do you think it's the right step forward, or should the team focus on other areas? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Steelers. Remember, the offseason is just around the corner, and with all these rumors swirling, one thing is for sure: the Steelers are making moves, and they're serious about returning to their winning ways. I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Pittsburgh Steelers news. We're in this together, and I can't wait to see what's next for our team.